Hello and welcome to Hikaru's Guide to a Holy Priest. This is part 3 of the guide, and in this video I'll be covering just basic heal spells that you'll be using as a Holy Priest. Maybe in the next video I'll be talking about utility spells, but for the 10 minutes I think I can only talk about the healing spells, so stay tuned for more videos. So in Cataclysm, mana is a very big thing they've put emphasis on in heals. Mana conservation is going to be a big skill that healers will need to be mindful of. So basically, let's go back to our old Wrath way, spamming Flash Heal. So Flash Heal is quite expensive now, 5.7k mana. Has it's pretty fast, about 1.5 seconds, and it heals for 13k. So let's see what happens when we just spam Flash Heal. So let's just spam Flash Heal here. So as we can see, our mana is quickly deteriorating. There's no way we can sustain this much mana. The tune I'm currently on is quite geared for heroics. However, if you're just new, it's going to be pretty hard to sustain this rate of healing. And as you can see quite quickly, I've already dissipated all my mana. So Flash Heal is not the way to heal anymore. What we've got instead is Heal. It's a 2.4 second cast. It's quite slow in that regards. It heals for 7k. However, the mana cost is significantly cheaper. Flash Heal is about 2.5 times more expensive than Heal. So let's just cast Heal and see what happens. So as you can kind of see, when I cast Heal, I'm already regenerating my mana back at a pretty reasonable rate. As a Holy Priest, you should consider Heal as an auto attack, but only just healing. So basically, when you've got free time, you just cast Heal. It regenerates your mana. You regenerate mana. It doesn't use much. And why not use your spare time to output heals? So one thing to note is that every time you cast Heal, you do have a chance to proc a free Flash Heal. So those tricky things that you see on the screen, as we can see here, indicate Surge of Light, so that's a free Flash Heal for no mana cost in this instant as well. So that's Heal and Flash Heal. So let's move on to Greater Heal. So Greater Heal, if I remove the Serendipity debuff, is 2.4 second cast. So it's the same cast time as Heal, except it heals for 18k, and the mana cost is about 2.5 times more than Heal. However, the healing done is about 2.5 times more. So in that regards, it's about the same efficiency. These two spells have the same efficiency. However, you wouldn't want to be spamming Greater Heal just because of the mana cost. Greater Heal is one of those spells which you use to just get out of tricky situations. For example, when you find a DPS about to die, maybe you want to put a Greater Heal on them, or when you know the tank is going to take some sort of substantial amount of damage, then you will cast a Greater Heal on them. However, it's not a spamming mechanism. So those three spells will be the main spells that you'll be using to heal. So let's talk about slightly lower priority spells. Binding Heal. So heals a friendly target and cast it for 10 10, close to 11k. So it heals you and the target for 11k, and it's got a mana cost comparable to Flash Heal. However, Binding Heal, if you find yourself getting damage, it's a lot more effective than casting Flash Heal on yourself and the target. This spell kind of does that all in one, except it doesn't heal single target for as much. So Renew, one of the outdated ones, can't spam it anymore as we used to be able to in Wrath of the Lich King. Renew needs to be used very sparingly. The main places you would put Renew is on the tank. Just put a heal over time on the tank, or maybe some caster with a dot ticking on them, just to make it easier to heal them over time. However, it's by no means spammable. Prayer of Mending, basically it's a sparkly thing that will basically hit a target, and when that target takes damage, it will heal them for let's check here. It will heal them for 5.6k. Once that target takes damage, it will bounce to another target. When that person takes damage, it will bounce to another target, and so on and so forth. Since the mana cost 3.3k mana, yeah, you might want to try use Prayer of Mending sparingly. However, it is got a 10-second cooldown, and you can probably use this. You can probably use Prayer of Mending every time it comes off, because by the time it comes off, you probably would have regenerated 3.3k mana in 10 seconds anyway. So yeah, try use Prayer of Mending whenever it comes off. The other spell you would be using is Prayer of Healing. So basically this heals the party or the group for 6.7k. So remember that it heals groups. So if you're in a raid of, let's say, 25, it will only heal 5 members in the same group. So it's important to try isolate where you want to cast Prayer of Healing, which target you want to cast Prayer of Healing on. You don't have to be in the same raid group in order for Prayer of Healing to heal that particular group. So you can, but just be mindful that it heals for groups, like parties and raid groups, not the whole raid. That's the most important thing to take note of. Power Word Shield, I would think of Power Word Shield as basically an instant heal for 7.4k. It does have a cooldown of 4 seconds because we're not Discipline Priests. Well, 3 seconds since we're not Discipline Priests, and it does have a Weakened Soul debuff, which will prevent them from being shielded anymore. But I would think that I would use that sparingly as well, and yeah, it's one of those things which I would put on if I know the tank is going to sustain quite a lot of damage. So yeah, shielding a target, it's quite effective. I wouldn't use it when I can, but it's useful. Yeah, I would probably prioritize a proper heal, like just heal or flash heal over using the shield. So yeah, Power Word Shield is just there. Think of it as an instant heal because it more or less acts as an instant heal. And yep, that's Power Word Shield for you. So I hope that helps you cover the basic healing spells that you would use in a Holy Priest. We've got a lot of spells at our disposal compared to other classes, so try use your spells in the correct situations and just be mindful what you need at that time. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.